So you're saying Georgia should be number one, which brings me to this question. I've asked you this in the past, but I everywhere I keep getting asked, and I think it just comes part and parcel to where Kirby Smart is with his program. I'll say if you don't come out of the chair but I'm repeating a question I was asked yesterday. Is this a national championship or bust for Georgia?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I thought you would say that.
It has to happen this year.
I knew you would say that.
Of course you did. Yeah, I mean, because it's a rational, reasonable position to take. You really do have to wonder. And this is, you mentioned this is the age of Saban, which is what a fantastic way to phrase it. It is the Saban effect. There's no doubt about it. And you could even point to other coaches that have entered this conference, and maybe some of them had head coaching experience, others did not. And they either contended for or won a national title in year 2. And you look at what Kirby did, or ultimately, from this perspective anyway, what he did not in year 2. 16, not a great year. 17 was almost a magical season, to say the least. And we all know how that ended. But the idea that somehow or other, this is the bookend. This is it, man. So if you want more runway, you better figure out a way to come home with a natty, or we're pulling the plug. You fire somebody, you got to hire somebody. And how many times have we seen, and this is not even a defense, so I'm making an argument that I think is, on the face of it and the basis of it, irrational. So in some ways, it is challenging.
We do that every day here.
But but it's just, it doesn't make a ton of sense. It'd be one thing if they were headed in the wrong direction. That does not seem to be the case. And when you share a conference with the team, the coach and the program, where this is it, this is the Rosetta Stone of coaches, you know, it's not always going to work out the way that you want. That doesn't mean that you've got the wrong guy.
So you are saying it's national championship or bust then, right?
I'm sorry. No, was I not laying on the sarcasm thickly enough? We got boots on in here. We're wading through it.
It is amazing though, and I mean, first of all, it's not like Georgia has. Here I'm being cynical about Georgia, but it's not like they've won 15 national championships. I mean, they haven't won one.
It's 41 years. 41 years. Okay. Yep. Keenly aware of that. That's seared into my frontal lobe.
I wondered if you knew that.
Yeah. I've been keeping score and running a tally. It's not as if somehow. I think it speaks back to what I was saying before. It'd be one thing if this program is somehow veering from,
right.
But it's not. If anything,
they are number 5. I mean, they should be higher.
They should be in the preseason poll if we're going to do it. Hey, these polls, everybody says, oh, these are just for fun. Oh, they don't matter. Let's have some fun with it then. And don't put them at 1, put them at 2. And if they beat Clemson, do they get to be number 1 then? If you're going to do a new poll every week.
I think they should be number 1 if they win that game.
Easily. And even with that then, they're sitting at 5. They beat Clemson.
But they can't be number 1 though.
Because Alabama
has to be number 1.
Exactly. Oh, and do we think Bama's are they going to struggle? What would Bama have to look like versus Miami for Georgia to go to number 1 in the second week's poll, having beaten Clemson, which makes total sense.
Well, you know, Miami's a traditional program.
As we know. Boy, there's teams out there, the Notre Dames and Miamis of this world, that they're on their way back. Notre Dame far more proximate than Miami, of course.
It's always great to see you. We should do this more often. Thanks,
Maybe
Matt.
We will.
Really
Thanks,
great
Paul.
to have you on.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.